Good morning, Your Honor, members of the court. My name is Monica Sementilli, and I want to apologize in advance if some of my words may offend. There has been no deeper pain than losing Fabio at the hands of betrayal from the woman he honored. What Monica did shattered more than just my life. The details of her lies tore through my heart as I sat in this courtroom. Every single day, I feel pain as I think of Fabio, of what he might have felt and saw as his life flashed before him just before his death. The faces of Baker and Austin repeatedly attacking him, and knowing that Monica was behind his heinous attack. It haunts me to think how much my brother suffered, that it brings me to my knees. He was sitting in his special chair, the one place he treasured, and it tears a strip from my soul thinking about Monica's sentencing and how I pray she has a life in a prison for her life sentence. Fabio Sementilli was more than a man. He was a beacon of light, of love, and of loyalty. He lived with a full heart, opening his life to help others see their potential. I loved him every day, and I miss him terribly. He treated his family and friends with respect and was loyal to a fault. Fabio grew up with no father from the age of 11, and our mother sacrificed to raise a family with dignity. Since the day I met Monica over 25 years ago, I respected her like a sister because my brother wanted to build a life with her. Reminiscing is too painful, and it deepens the wounds. I've spent the last 6 months learning about the depths of the deceit and the evil Monica brought into our lives. Every day has the details of her unfaithfulness, her greed, and her lack of accountability unfolded during the trial. I relive the pain of my loss and the merciless murder of my brother Fabio. We came to this courtroom for 72 days seeking justice, and I found solace in the testimonies of people who loved and honored my brother. With little to no sleep, I wanted to be here in this very courtroom for him. I am forever proud of my brother, and I will always remember his boyish smile, beaming with pride as he created his magic, styling and shaping hair like a magician. He loved being a hairstylist behind the chair. He worked hard as a vice president for the Wella division at P&G. With his team, he proudly chartered new paths and took huge strides to make a difference in the hair industry. For my brother, this was an American dream. His memory will forever live, especially in the hearts of hundreds of thousands of people who support him and our family. Today, I want to mark the first day of my journey on letting go of the pain, the horror, and the betrayal I witnessed here in this courtroom. I will no longer hold back. I will forge a path to return to a life filled with joy, family, and friends. I was lucky to work alongside Fabio for over 30 years, and I would often hear him speak highly of his family and his children, especially his wife, Monica. He treated her like royalty, purchased a family home on Queen Victoria Street in LA, and called her his queen. He couldn't wait to get home to his girls and proudly posted about his family. He called her Poots. The world is grieving as they learned of the details of her treachery, an attack planned for nothing more than lust and greed. I am certain that if Fabio had known Monica wanted to be treated like a slut by a sex offender, he wouldn't have ever had to work so hard to offer her a beautiful life. Just over 8 years ago, everything changed. Our lives were turned upside down, and we found ourselves drowning in sorrow and despair. The pain of discovering the extent of Monica's betrayal, her involvement with Baker, her manipulation of our family, and ultimately the cold-blooded murder of my brother. It chokes me. Sometimes I can't describe the agony. I talk about him every day. It's the only thing that helps me cope. I speak his name to replace the pain of grief with the sound of love. It's the only way I know how to survive this nightmare. There are days I cannot even breathe as my throat chokes. My throat closes and I can't speak. I cannot function because the weight of Fabio's murder sits so heavily on my chest. As I learn, Monica and her entire family refuse to even say his name, as if pretending he never existed relieves them of their guilt. I've watched in horror, and I've been put through hell as Monica and the Crescentini family taught Fabio's daughters not to grieve, not to cry, and not to honor their father, and ignore the facts and the evidence, having no respect for authority, this court, and the pursuit of justice. Sometimes I wish I could just shake them to show them that they are being lied to. They withheld Fabio's property, a memento from my dying mother. Her heart was broken, and none of them cared. My nieces should be asking the questions. Why did our mother bring that predator into our home? Why did she let him sit at our home table? Why did she let him sleep in their father's bed? They should have been fighting to uncover how their mother could be capable of something so vile. Monica destroyed their foundation, their sense of truth, and their ability to grieve. It's heartbreakingly clear she never protected her daughters. She was using them. Your Honor, what Monica did to her daughters and to my nephew Luigi is unforgivable. This is yet another crime in itself. Her sentence should reflect more than just murder. It should reflect the long-term psychological destruction she caused in their lives. She had the audacity to demand a trial and parade around like a woman wronged. And in the end, she exposed not only her shameful affair, but the truth of the kind of mother she was. She is a complete and utter stupid bitch. Watching her dress like a slut for Baker, living 6 months off of blood money, only a devil can manipulate a reality to suit her comforts. In all my worst nightmares, I could never have fathomed this calculated plan. Monica, you are a demon. She can't even look at me. And all your actions and your deceit has told us so. I hope every blood dollar you and your Crescentini family have is used on meds. Traded a beautiful life for trashy garages, dirty beds, Pinot Grigio for tubes of semen from a repulsive convicted sex offender. You didn't just kill Fabio, you humiliated him. You let him carry guilt for working hard while you carried on with a degenerate sex offender. You didn't just kill Fabio. You betrayed him in the most despicable way. Then you held my grieving mother and you pretended to mourn Fabio when you were the killer. On June 14, after your arrest, our lives became a living hell, and your family treated us like predators and not the victims we are. For this colossal betrayal, those who sided with you in silence cannot pretend today to have supported my brother. I get chills recapping the testimony of Deborah Obad, her sister Anna, and my nieces. Shame on them. Shame on all of them. Mena Grant, sisters, cousins, aunts, and every one of them. honoring my brother during the trial. Deborah Obad enjoyed the drama, and I can never understand this sick obsession. She called me the night of the arrest in June and said, Monica's family is looking for the best lawyer money can buy. The Crescentini family stood by and allowed Monica's treachery to fester. The silence is as violent as the act itself. She traded lust for love, family for filth, decency for destruction. She masterminded this egregious murder on my brother. She resorted to murder to make room for Baker. She did this because no one would have accepted that deplorable man. Had she ever divorced Fabio, especially her discerning family, that is why she needed Fabio's life insurance money to dress him up and make him look like a successful man. She enjoyed Baker treating her like a whore, shopping at thrift stores for slutty, skanky clothes. This sleazeball had $40 in the bank. She even paid for the restaurant bills and the hotel bills, all while leaving her girls home alone. What mother does that? There is a deep shame that follows me every day. The shame that comes from what she did to Fabio, from the utter lack of dignity she was shown by the woman he trusted. My mind races and I ache with agony for the way he died alone, bleeding to death, and knowing she had set him up. He knew she had set him up. This overwhelming grief hits me like a ton of bricks. She turned a devoted husband and father into a victim of the most grotesque betrayal any of us have ever known. Her family and friends knew of this monster and felt it was okay to hide this from Fabio. And now they hide behind their defense lawyers, thinking a trial was going to set them free. That humiliation, that weight, it doesn't go away. I am ashamed of this disgusting things that she did behind my brother's back. I'm ashamed she degraded his honor to be in the arms of that gross, low-life pig. The name Sementilli is dignity, hard work, and love. And I demand Monica to surrender it. Despite the mountain of undeniable evidence, Monica was the mastermind behind Fabio's murder. Anna Larson claimed her sister can be trusted. The internet is filled with disgust and rage on how Monica manipulated the lives of hundreds of people who genuinely love Fabio. If there was ever a case that called for the death penalty, this is it. Monica Crescentini and the co-conspirators acted with such depravity, such calculated cruelty, such complete disregard for human life, that it's clear they represented exactly the kind of evil for what the death penalty was intended. She could have chosen divorce and let my brother live. This disgusting pig before you had 2 legs, which the whole world saw, and she could have quite capably go to work to earn a living to support her and her sex-crazed fantasies instead of choosing a murder. After years of agony, the truth has triumphed. On April 11, Monica Sementilli was found guilty, and in that moment, for the first time in over 8 years, I felt the weight of injustice begin to lift. I will carry with me for the rest of my life a deep gratitude for the 12 individuals who honored their sacred duty. They listened and they made sure Monica was held accountable for all the destruction she caused. Judge Cohen, I thank you for your strength, your fairness, and for making our family feel justice did not fail. You created a courtroom where truth was protected and my brother's dignity restored, even in death. Thank you. Beth Silverman, and Heather Segal for your strength, the intelligence, and the unwavering pursuit of justice, making us proud beyond words. You fought with dignity, with respect, and with an unshakable resolve. There were many small and victorious moments throughout this trial, moments when I watched in awe as the prosecution brilliantly uncovered the truth and brought to light the grotesque and damning evidence of Monica's sorcery. Each moment was a step closer to justice. The Sementilli family loves you all. Today, a life sentence will set us free for the wretched pain she put us through. If you see me smiling, let it be a reminder that Monica is spending her life sentence in a California jail, living hell on earth. It is obvious that Monica tried to manipulate the world into believing that she was a victim. But here's the part she did not ever anticipate: getting caught. And what a beautifully orchestrated sting operation the world watched during the arrest. Monica will never again experience the joy, love, or excitement that Fabio brought into her room. She will never know what it's like to be truly loved again the way Fabio loved her. Your Honor, I must admit, I Googled what happens in a female prison. I needed to know. And I read that the inmates ensure newcomers get a brutal welcome. Bathrooms and showers will always be perpetually nauseated with feces and urine bombs, disgusting food, female on female, and poor hygiene. And I can't deny I like the sounds of that. With every holiday, I will grow more at peace knowing Monica's eating food that even the rats don't want to eat. In honor of my brother, I am ready to make the most of life because that's what Fabio would have wanted for me. I will cherish the memories of his love, his laughter, and his strength. With my grandkids and my family, I will always remember him with pride. To my beloved brother, Fabio, you can finally rest now. Let your love and our words rest your soul. Justice has been served here on earth, and the burden you carried in silence is no longer yours to bear. You are free. Let peace wrap around you like a warm blanket, and may the pain of betrayal and sorrow be left behind. Go now. Go to the arms of those who went before you, our father, our mother, our uncles and cousins. They're waiting to welcome you into God's eternal embrace. You are safe now. No more suffering, no more fear, only light, love, and peace. In honor of you, I will always remember the man you were, no matter what. You always put others first. I will make sure your legacy endures. I will continue to talk about you and ensure you are never forgotten. I will keep your daughters in my prayers and your son in my heart, and hope that one day that the Crescentini family will cut off the unhealthy hold they have on your daughters. And for you, Monica, your name will forever be synonymous with betrayal, deception, and the murder of Fabio Sementilli. I urge all his loved ones to dedicate today, June 23rd, to Fabio's memory. Break open champagne and celebrate with us, and include our glorious brother Fabio in all your prayers, because Fabio won, the prosecution won, and the Sementilli family won!